We had our first killing freeze here in Middle Tennessee, and some of my broadleaf evergreens have suffered damage from it. First off, the osmanthus, which is resprouting from the roots after it was frozen back to the ground last December. Next, the Liberty holly has once again suffered damage, and this is another resprout from the ground due to the killing freeze last December. So, word of caution on both of those species in Middle Tennessee, Liberty holly and osmanthus. I think they're pretty risky here. Some of the most delicate tips of the southern wax myrtle were damaged. You can see that, but most of the foliage was not damaged. So I am once again slightly impressed by the southern wax myrtle. I don't know why it was still putting on new growth in early November, but that has come to a stop now. Here's maybe the biggest surprise. The Portuguese laurel has taken extensive damage on the newer foliage. The old foliage is slightly affected in some areas, but mostly intact. Another look at that same Portuguese laurel. So this is actually going to be the first winter that I've had Portuguese laurel in the ground, and I'm very curious to see how it does. Looks like the tips of the oak leaf holly have been frozen, but the rest of it looks pretty good. The tips definitely got toasted. The very tips of the dragon lady holly were also killed. I'm seeing some brown on the Trocodendron aurelioides, so we'll see how the winter progresses. In contrast, the illicium floridanum is holding up good. Interestingly, this Portuguese laurel gets morning shade, so it was not hit by the sun when the temperatures were the coldest, and it didn't take as much damage. So we'll see how the winter progresses on this side in a different growing condition. There's one tiny spot on the illicium parviflorum where it looks like it might have been pushing some late growth, and that got killed by the killing freeze. But on the whole, the illicium continues to perform flawlessly, and I will once again give it an endorsement as an excellent broadleaf evergreen. Could be a shrub, could become a small tree. I'm going to try to make mine a small tree in Middle Tennessee. So I don't think I've ever seen one grown to a large size around here, but based on my experience, a lot more people should be trying illicium parviflorum.